Good morning and welcome to Good Day Weekend. I'm Stephanie Bertini in the Fox 5 newsroom. At the top this morning, new information in the search for Nancy Guthrie. This is new video from overnight of police activity near the Guthrie home. Fox News reporting 3 people were detained in connection with her disappearance. A law enforcement source telling Fox 5 News a warrant was served, adding that during a warrant execution, quote, technically everyone is detained. That information to Fox News, rather. It's unclear if any of those individuals were detained are suspects. Nancy Guthrie disappeared 14 days ago. A partial government shutdown now impacting the Department of Homeland Security after lawmakers failed to reach a funding deal before the deadline. The dispute centers around immigration enforcement, with Democrats demanding new limits and oversight on federal agents, while Republicans argue those changes will hinder operations. Most of the agency's 270,000 employees expected to continue working, but many won't get paid until funding is restored. Travelers could see disruptions if the standoff drags on, where workers may face financial strain. If you ride NJ Transit, get ready for a month of major service disruptions. Crews are shifting rail service from the old Portal Bridge near Newark to a newly built bridge. It's a major project meant to improve reliability between New Jersey and New York. During this transition, trains are limited to a single track in a key stretch between Newark and Secaucus. That means fewer trains can make it into Penn Station, and for riders, that can mean longer travel times and crowded platforms. The service disruptions are expected to last 4 weeks, and more work on the project is expected in the fall. Governor Hochul announcing $30 million in federal funding for the Gateway project is now released. Now, this comes after the Department of Transportation confirmed the Trump administration will comply with a court order and restore funding of more than $200 million. The federal government froze payments back in October after President Trump said the funds were believed to be spent for, quote, unconstitutional DEI principles. The $16 billion project will build a new Hudson River rail tunnel and repair the existing one. Construction shut down last Friday because the funds were in limbo.
Right now, 1,000 men and women on this project are out of work. They had to go home to their families on Friday and say, I don't know what the future holds.
And that was the governor of New Jersey, of course. In a statement, officials saying they're fighting back. Mayor Mondani reviving a plan to bring bus lanes to a busy section of the Bronx. It includes speeding up service on a busy stretch in the city years after Mayor Eric Adams axed the plan. By having designated offset bus lanes in both directions from Sedgwick Avenue to Boston Road, the mayor says bus speeds could increase by as much as 28%. Currently, the buses travel about 4 miles an hour. 130,000 riders use the buses on Fordham Road every day. But the chairperson for the Fordham Road Business Improvement District telling Fox 5 News that the city has not yet spoken to him or the surrounding businesses.
Where's the economic justice in that? If the biggest stakeholder are the business improvement districts and the stores that are paying a tax assessment to get services and support from the business improvement district. So no one's told us anything about the benefits to the businesses. We just hear about the benefits to the riders.
Brooklyn is also part of the mayor's plan. The city will install bike lanes in Fort Greene, Midwood, Flatbush, and East Flatbush. Now to some hidden history uncovered in Lower Manhattan. A fully intact Underground Railroad stop recently discovered for the very first time. Fox 5's Sharon Crowley takes us inside.
This may look like an ordinary piece of furniture, but behind this built-in chest of drawers holds a centuries-old secret.
This is a monumental moment in our history. Many New Yorkers forget that we are so connected to what happened, not just in the abolitionist movement, the slavery situation in the South and in the whole country.
Preservationists making a remarkable discovery hidden inside the Merchant House on East 4th Street in Lower Manhattan. The 19th century mansion was once a private home. Now it's a museum. Historians finding an actual stop on the Underground Railroad in here. The Underground Railroad was a secret network of safe houses used to help slaves trying to get to freedom.
This is really an important find for our city, and it's important to know how New York played a vital role in the Underground Railroad and how people came here, and how the person who built this intentionally as a place for people to come to be safe and secure.
The narrow 2 feet square space is believed to have been secretly constructed in 1832 by the home's original owner, abolitionist Joseph Brewster. It drops down 15 feet to the ground floor, but it is believed that at one time it went all the way down to the basement.
And I actually went down half body in. It was emotional because it showed in such a small space, people will do anything or everything just to protect and preserve their freedom.
The secret passage was right up here on the second floor of this home, and it was inside one of the bedrooms. Take a look.
They kept it behind a closet that connects 2 of the bedrooms. I'm going to show you where it was, right behind this door. New York City Council member Crystal Hudson, a petite woman, showing us just how tight it must have been for those trying to hide inside this passageway. The dream of curators here is to explore this history even further and see if this historic property has more secrets to reveal. In Lower Manhattan, Sharon Crowley, Fox 5 News.
Miller. Oh my God.
Talk about a slam dunk. A Long Island teacher and coach now hailed a hero by his students. School admin set a challenge. If he made this half-court shot, all 7th grade students would get a no homework pass. And sure enough, he did. English teacher and girls varsity basketball coach Jimmy Meller says the kids went nuts, and he even had students from more than a decade ago reach out. In honor of Valentine's Day, we're putting the spotlight on a viral social media account that documents love stories from the streets of New York City. Maybe it's switching trains every day until fate intervenes. Maybe it's a wrong number that reveals the right one. Good day, Tashani Whitlow brings us some of these viral love stories.
It starts with a simple question.
Are you two a couple?
Preceded by,
would you mind telling us the quick story of how you first met?
We met over the phone, actually. It was a wrong number.
How long ago is this?
22 years ago.
Yeah.
Love stories as unique as the creators behind viral Meet Cutes NYC. Childhood friends Victor Lee, Aaron Feinberg, and Jeremy Bernstein, documenting how couples meet across New York City.
I just quickly had the idea someone should interview couples and how they met.
3 years later, millions of views, a book, and a massive following that includes celebrities and even a former president and first lady.
He asked me 5 times.
I think people love love.
Oh my God! Oh my God! We met on Bedford and 6 on the street.
Here. Really?
Yes.
Right here?
Literally right there.
Malvin and Britton's story got over 20 million views.
How long ago is this?
2 years.
2 years in, what's your favorite thing about him?
Oh my God! His patience. I'm a Scorpio and he lets me be. He's a good one.
What's your favorite thing about him?
His soul.
Tom and Lisa's story generating millions of views as well.
So it was 1994, and we just passed each other on the street.
I looked back to see if she looked as good going as she did coming.
And then that night, I was coming home from a blind date, went into my apartment building, opened up my front door, and in walks this guy, and my date's standing right there. He walks by, and I'm like, hey, didn't I meet you today? And he's like, hi, I'm Tom, I live in 40. I was like, oh, you live in my building?
I was like, she lives in my building. 2 hours into our first date, we decided to get married.
After interviewing going up to about 10,000 potential couples over the last few years, we are very good at telling who's a couple and who's not.
We wanted to witness the magic, so on one of the coldest days, we hit the Upper East Side for couples willing to share their story.
Are you two a couple?
Yes.
Would you mind telling us the quick story of how you first met? Sorry, excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, sorry.
We weren't so lucky with this couple.
Are you two a couple? Yeah. Would you mind telling us the story of how you first met? Just the quick version? It's an ancient history.
What's cool about what we do is that we get to hear what love means from others, and just sometimes there's bits and pieces from these interviews that I pick up and I'm like, wow, resonates with my relationship.
After thousands of interviews, as we celebrate love, here's the trio's favorite.
I used to supervise train operations in Grand Central Terminal in New York, and I had an office in the track area that had one-way glass through it. I'd look through my one-way glass, and the next day I put the train on the same track so I could see her again. And I did it a third time, and then she wasn't on that train, so I put the next train on that track. So one day she came up, got close to the one-way glass, and saw me inside, and smiled.
Did you know when you met that he had been doing this with the trains?
No, I had no idea.
So the next time somebody changes your gate on your plane, just trying to get a date.
All right, we'll be right back. But first, here's the 7-day forecast for the week ahead.